Well, good evening, everyone. Good evening, empowered women, and happy Thursday. We are approaching Christmas and the holidays, so I just wanted to do today's mini lesson, which was originally scheduled for 12 noon, but I had to move it to 5 p.m. today. So showed up. Okay, those last minute shopping done, and meeting with a very good friend of mine who needed some help this morning. So if you are watching the live right now in my private Facebook group, please hashtag live and please let me know where you are tuning in from. And if you are watching the replay here, please hashtag replay. So today we're going to be talking about, today's mini lesson is all about finding peace in hard situations, especially during the holidays. So I just want to start off with this. I want to wish everyone here a happy holidays and Merry Christmas if you celebrate the holiday season. And if you need some guidance, and if you just need some love and encouragement, you can always reach out to me on private messenger, or you can go to my website where there's a there's a button there. It says book now. So you can always book a call with me, and then we can talk about it. All right. But today's mini lesson, what I want to do is this. I want to, talk about this because I know that, I know for some of us, the holidays are hard. I know for a fact that for myself, I'm not spending Christmas, with my family this year. I'm spending Christmas here at home. So, that's something new for me. My mom passed away 4 years ago. And, since then, I've only been back to Minnesota one time. And the rest of the time, I've been here. But I just want to say this. I feel truly blessed to be surrounded by great friends and, colleagues and leaders and mentors who support me. So I don't feel alone. And the reason why I don't feel alone is because I've built up an excellent network of friends and family and some family members I still talk to. And, we live far away, and it's hard for us to spend Christmas together. But for those of us who feel alone, who are in a state of transition, okay, meaning that were married and, now you're going through this transition in your life, and you're trying to figure out how to stay happy during the holidays, and, without, I'm sorry for stuttering. Okay. But you want to get to a place where you can enjoy yourself. Okay. And I know that is difficult. I know that is hard. I know that, speaking for myself, in the past, I used to set really high expectations. And I think one of the issues, today is, especially for women who are going through a transition, is that they set high expectations, meaning, they want that perfect Christmas, because unfortunately with the media, the media is portraying Christmas as the time to spend with your, family and friends. And some of us don't feel comfortable, spending time with family. But I'm going to give you some tools, and I'll tell you why. Because I know that, for the holidays, I know that a lot of people knock themselves out. They buy presents, and then if the person doesn't like the presents, then then they feel sort of a letdown. So I hope that some of that makes sense. But like I said, I want to give you some tools. So the first thing I want to talk about is, what are the stressors that you are dealing with? So in other words, triggers. I'm talking about triggers. So I think it's important to recognize what you are up against. Okay. I believe it's important that you recognize what those triggers are. Okay. And what we, instead of throwing in the towel, and instead of, going on this downward spiral, I know, speaking for myself, and I'd be happy to share this story with you. So a few years ago, this is when my mom was alive. Okay, I had flown to Minnesota for Christmas, and when I flew to Minnesota, I had set really high expectations. You know, my mom loved to bake baklava. My mom is a really good chef and everything. And we had a nice dinner. We had a nice Christmas dinner and everything. But something that my parents said to me set off a trigger. Okay, and I don't remember what they said, but I remember what happened. So what happened was, when they said whatever they said that set off a trigger, I ended up literally going to my bedroom, the bedroom that I used to sleep in when I was growing up, and I shut the door and I was in tears. And I felt like, I just felt down on myself. So fortunately, I reached out to my support network. So I went on Facebook and I was just, writing something very profound, because I am vulnerable. I do share a lot of things, a lot of personal things on my Facebook page, and I'm very vulnerable and very raw and real. So when I put that out there on Facebook, I recall that a lot of people came, they came to, they responded, they came to me, some of them private messaged me, and then I got a phone call from an extended family member, and she made me feel better. So you know what she said? She said, there comes a time when your parents are not going to be around anymore. And that really sunk in with me. And so I made a choice. So I had a choice, either to hold a grudge or to let it go. So what I decided to do was I decided to let it go. I let it go. I stayed in my room. I played some meditative music, and I focused on gratitude. And then all of a sudden, things changed. My whole mood changed. And then, after this extended family member told me, she gave me some good advice, and she made me feel better and everything. And everyone else was being so kind and understanding. Because listen, I'm single for 11 years, and this was, I think, going back to 2013, 2014, and I was, 2 years out of my marriage. So, I felt that whatever they said to me was insulting. But after that talk, I started to feel better, and I started to focus in on gratitude. I took some deep breaths. I did some meditations. I did a gratitude meditation, or I recall that I was just like, I put on music, and then all of a sudden I felt like I was in a state of gratitude. So I came back out again of my room, and everything was fine. Everything was fine. And the next thing I want to talk about is, which is going to lead to my second point. My second point is pick and choose your battles. Okay. I know that, this morning I met with a very good friend of mine, and we're besties. We're, best friends, and she gave me a beautiful Christmas gift. And, she's been there for me, in the best of times and in the worst of times. So let's see who is not sure what happened, but glad you worked through it. Oh, all right. Facebook user, if you could scroll up to the caption, please. There's a link there, StreamYard.com/Facebook. If you click on that, it'll show your name. This way I can give you a proper shout out. But yes, I worked through it. Correct. Exactly. I worked through it. So second thing is pick and choose your battles. Okay. You're not, not everyone is going to be your cup of tea. If your mother-in-law, let's say your mother-in-law is sitting at the table and says something to you, the best thing to do is not to respond. The best thing to do is to get up and walk away. Or you can respond with kindness. But sniping at each other is not going to help the situation, okay, at all. It's not going to help the situation. Worrying about what other people think of you, forget about it. Forget it. and I know that this can be hard sometimes, but you have to ask yourself this: how do I respond to this? We can control how we react, but we have no control of what other people say. And someone in the family may say something to you that is going to set you off. That's going to set a trigger off. Okay, especially if I know that for myself, the first year that I was divorced, it was it was a process. It was Oh, hi, Ro. Good morning. Internet's back. Well, that's good. It worked out. It worked out, Ro. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, because today I wasn't able to go live at noon, so I'm going live right now. It's 5:19, and actually I have a call at 5:30. But anyways, I'm glad that you're here with me, and I'm glad that internet's back. Yay! Okay, bravo. Okay, so pick and choose your battles. Okay, pick and choose your battles. If it's not worth it, don't even bother. You know what? If you're going on a trip, you know what I suggest you do? Bring a book with you. And I know for myself, I had an outlet when I was visiting, my parents or visiting my dad. I would go to Starbucks. Okay. My parents, I love my parents and everything. My mom, passed away 4 years ago. So it's, been a little difficult. It is hard during the holidays, especially the first year. But after that, you get used to it. Okay. I'm just used to it now. And that's why it's important to have a strong network, a strong support system. That's really, really important. So I just want to make sure that I got that point across, and, not to feel overwhelmed. Okay. Not feeling overwhelmed, feeling in a state of overwhelm when staying in a parent's house for the holidays. It could be a relative's house too. It could be, I totally get it, because everyone is out there buying presents, going crazy, trying to buy the right gifts. And then if you're receiving a gift and you feel disappointed, that's not a good thing. It's really, really not a good thing. So the question is, how do we respond to, things like that? Because someone may not agree with your lifestyle, and that's okay. I was, like I said, I met with a very good friend of mine this morning. We had coffee and we had a little pastry, and we were, we sat down for 2 hours and we had like a heart-to-heart talk. And I recall that she told me, she said that, her parents or, her relatives, they don't support her lifestyle. But you know what I said? That's okay. They don't have to. As you have your friends, you have me, you have a strong support system. And that's what's really, really important. So, when I travel to go visit family or extended family, I bring a book with me, I bring a journal with me, and I really make an effort to, find that space, because I know that, when I'm traveling, or, let's say you're visiting a family member and you feel that your schedule's thrown off, but try to readjust. Okay. Readjusting is important. All right. So, that's really, really important, to readjust and to, time block, work on time blocking. Try to stick to your morning routine. And, if you're away, with family members and everything, and, you're trying to cope with their remarks and everything. So the best thing to do, and I know that this worked for me, was I just walked away. I walked away, went into my room, I cooled down, I reached out to my support network, got lots of love. I received lots of love and support from this extended family member, and it made me feel better. It made me feel so much better. So I just wanted to keep this live short and sweet. Okay. So if you are watching the replay here, please let me know. And by hashtagging replay, let me know what your thoughts are about this live. Okay. Like I said, I'm going to be doing weekly mini lessons, and next week we're going to be focusing on gratitude. It's going to be every Thursday, and this time next Thursday, I am going to aim for doing the live at lunchtime. Okay. I know probably most of you are out Christmas shopping and, getting ready for the holidays, but I just wanted to, Oh, thank you, Ro, for the love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for, supporting my journey, and thank you for doing everything for me. I really, really appreciate you. Very, very much appreciate you. So let me just, that's it. Okay. So that is it, everyone. I want to wish all of you happy holidays, Merry Christmas. If you need to reach out to me, you can reach out to me on private messenger and we can have a chat if you want to talk on Christmas Day and just have a conversation. And, just so you're not feeling so sad during the holidays, because who wants to feel sad? I know it's a tough time for a lot of people. I know it is, especially if you're someone who is going through a transition, and you're rebuilding. The last thing you want is someone to knock you down. That's the last thing you want to hear, especially during Christmas. So don't set those high expectations. You know, just keep everything on an even keel. And I am sure everything, bring a book with you, do some gratitude meditation, still do your journaling. You may want to start focusing on your goals and start writing down what your goals are for 2022, because we are approaching 2022 and I'm really super excited about that. So I'm going to end this live right now. I have to go. So have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. And I will see you on the next live broadcast 1 week from today. Have a good one. Bye.